these are our initial planning ideas that we have decided. So we thought we'd start our video with a monologue, so it would be of our actress speaking, but you cannot see her, and it will just be a video in the background. This monologue will last around 30 seconds, which should be enough. Then,
yeah, after the monologue, we're hoping that the actress, wakes up in a cellar, but she's sort of squatting, so it's quite like a run-down area, and then eventually she sort of gets kicked out with all of her stuff in like a bin bag, and then from that one location we'll probably move to a different one, probably the custard factory.
Yeah. So at the custard factory there's train tracks, and beneath that you've got this big arch of just like empty space. So for that empty space we thought we'd have our actress walking around underneath the arch, and some of the shots that we were thinking about were doing like a pan shot of her feet like walking through the custard factory, and then it would eventually tilt up to her whole body.
We were also hoping that we could use a studio just for like performance shots, and maybe even for the digipack we would use close-ups, tracking shots, and things like that.
Yeah. There's also a street next to the custard factory called Floodgate Street, and on that street they have a lot of graffiti on the wall, and it's also behind the custard factory, so it makes sense to have that. So we were thinking we could use that street just to have our artist walking up or down the street, and she'd be sitting, I don't know, like an empty car lot or something. We were also thinking of using the canals, where she could be like, because Birmingham is quite known for the canals, she could be throwing stones in the canal, or just like even sitting on the edge. We'd like to mirror our storyline with her singing performance. So her singing performance will take place in the studio, and
as the video goes on, like you've got the storyline aspect, so like when she's in the cellar and then she goes from like one place to another, but then in between that you've sort of got like the performance shots, and then that will sort of link in with the locations, because it will show her progression, from like being a normal human being to sort of going back into that state,
this messed up like mental state. So she'd start off like very prim and proper, and her hair would be done up nicely, and she'd have makeup on, she'd have like a nice elegant look, but as the video goes on her makeup starts to mess up, her hair comes out, it becomes very messy, clothes start to fall off, and she just looks a mess at the end of the video.
Yeah, and like as the sort of deterioration goes on in the video, it will sort of show that it's going from day to night kind of thing.
Yeah. Also at the start of the video for the cellar scene, we were hoping that she would wake up. Actually, before she wakes up, there are like close-ups of different stuff in the cellar, such as like empty alcohol bottles,
pills, where she's sleeping, her clothes, her fingernails, makeup that she still had left on from the night before.
And then she eventually wakes up, and then you've got the title of the song appearing, and obviously the artist name. And then she eventually just wakes up, and then the person who owns the house that she's sleeping in realises that this person is in his house. And then she gets kicked out with her bin bag, and then we're thinking that something could fall out of her bin bag, like something that has great value to her, something like a photo frame of her and her previous boyfriend, as the whole video is about a breakup. So she'd react very badly to the photo frame falling out of the bag.
Yeah, it would act like a trigger, sort of like for the rest of the video, and sort of like showing her anger and like the reason why she's acting so rebellious and sort of in that state of mind.
Yeah. We've taken some inspiration from other music videos that we know. So there's Won't Look Back by Duke Dumont, where as soon as the chorus kicks in, you've got this really this slow motion tracking shot of the camera going across the street, and then it introduces the three main characters in the video, and it's just like a nice smooth transition, and we really like that, and we were thinking that we could incorporate it into our video. And then you've got Riptide.
Yeah, the music video for that is very
Unusual.
repetitive. It's unusual,
Yeah.
but it relates very, very closely to the song lyrics. And like as the video goes on, so you've got the first section of the music video, it fits well with the lyrics, and we've got people in there that are miming the words and it fits. But when it's repeated as the song goes on, everything sort of comes like disjointed and things mess up and things like that. So we really like that idea for
Yeah.
that video.
There are several other videos that we're taking inspiration from. Hopefully doing that we can create like the perfect music video.
Yeah, artists such as like The Neighbourhood, the 1975, Lord, who else?
Robin,
Yeah.
Marina and the Diamonds. A lot of that we've included in our research.
Yeah, they're just artists that we really admire, and we've noticed that they have, like especially with The Neighbourhood and the 1975, they have very consistent themes throughout all of their music videos. So the sort of cinematic style that they have, we are thinking of using that for ours as well, just to sort of boost the quality of it.